Before your first movie, fear is your constant companion. It sits with you in the quiet moments, whispering doubts and what-ifs, making you question every step you take. But it's the kind that pushes you forward, that strange energy that keeps you moving even when you want to stop. In 2025, an idea took root in my mind. It was simple, maybe even naive, but it was mine. It grew quietly at first, a whisper in the back of my mind, until it became impossible to ignore. I had no money, no crew, just a burning need to create. Every obstacle felt huge, but the desire to bring this story to life was even bigger. The urge to make something real, to show it to the world, was overwhelming. It was like a fire that wouldn't go out, no matter how much I tried to ignore it. I'd lie awake replaying the movie in my head, obsessed. Scenes played out over and over, characters spoke to me in the dark, and I couldn't escape the pull of the story. People said to wait for the right time, for better gear, more experience. That's terrible advice. If I'd listened, I'd still be waiting, and the idea would have faded away. The right time is when the idea won't let you go. When it follows you everywhere, demanding to be made real, that's when you have to act. I was more afraid of regret than failure. The thought of never trying haunted me more than the fear of messing up. So I promised myself, no matter how hard it got, no matter how many times I doubted myself, I'd finish this, no matter what. It wasn't about perfection, it was about proving I could do it. That commitment is everything. It's the line you draw in the sand, the promise you refuse to break. I got up, grabbed a notebook and started writing scenes, dialogue, camera angles. Every idea, no matter how rough, went down on paper. It was messy, but it was a start. The pages were chaotic, but they were proof that I was moving forward, one word at a time. Holding that notebook, the dream felt a little less impossible. It was tangible, something I could hold, a small victory in a long journey. The fear was still there, but now it had a partner, excitement. The journey had begun, and for the first time I truly believed I could see it through. Making a movie with no budget is pure creativity. When you have nothing but an idea and a handful of determination, you're forced to invent, adapt, and improvise at every turn. My plan? Favors and resourcefulness. I called in every connection, borrowed props, and made lists on scraps of paper. I borrowed a friend's garage, convinced my brother and friends to act, for pizza, of course. Our set was a patchwork of borrowed furniture and whatever we could find lying around. My script was just a list of shots, a visual map. Each scribbled note was a step closer to making the story real. The story mattered more than the gear. We focused on emotion, on moments, not on fancy equipment. I had an old DSLR, one lens, a wobbly tripod, and work lamps for lighting. White bed sheets became reflectors. Every household item became a filmmaking tool. Gaffer's tape held it all together. Duct tape patched up everything from tripods to props, and nothing was too broken to use. Don't let gear be your excuse. Use what you have. Improvise, adapt, and keep rolling, even if it means using a phone as a second camera. We had 2 days to shoot everything. Every minute counted, and every shot was a race against the clock. I storyboarded on index cards, ripping them off the wall as we finished shots. It was our way of tracking progress, one scene at a time, one shot at a time. That's how you climb a mountain. Every small win kept us moving forward no matter how tired we got. My crew? Just friends figuring it out together. We learned as we went, making mistakes and laughing through every take. I was director, cameraman, sound guy, and pizza delivery. Wearing every hat was exhausting, but it made every moment unforgettable. It was chaos, but it was ours. The mess, the noise, the last-minute fixes, they were all part of the adventure. With a team that believes you can do anything, even with a wobbly tripod. In the end, it's not about perfection, but about passion and the people who share your dream. The first day was a beautiful disaster. Nothing went as planned. Bad light, barking dogs, dying batteries. No time to panic, we had to adapt. We moved locations, waited out the dog, rationed battery life. The garage became a character, authentic, gritty, real. Limitations forced us to be creative shopping carts for dolly shots, weird angles for tight spaces. By day's end we were behind schedule, but laughing together over pizza. Despite setbacks, we were having the time of our lives. We were a team of pirates on a rickety ship, loving every minute. That energy, that passion, is what you see on screen. You can't fake it, that's filmmaking. Day 2, the climax. Our only good lamp exploded. Darkness, burnt plastic, and for a moment, I thought it was over. Then, laughter broke out. The tension vanished. We remembered, this is supposed to be fun. My brother grabbed his phone, used the flashlight for lighting. Suddenly the scene looked better than ever, moody, dramatic, unique. That accident forced us to be creative. The best shot of the film came from disaster. We shot the rest of the scene with just that phone light. Problems became opportunities. That's the magic of filmmaking. Don't fear when things go wrong. That's where the real magic happens. Editing is where the movie truly comes alive. It's the magical stage where all the scattered pieces finally start to make sense, and the story you imagined begins to take real shape on the screen. I spent weeks piecing together shaky footage and bad audio, wrestling with every imperfect shot and every background noise. It was a puzzle, and sometimes it felt impossible to make it all fit. Every cut shaped the story, every sound found its place. Each decision, no matter how small, changed the way the film felt, turning chaos into something meaningful. Finally, I watched the finished film with my friends. Seeing their reactions, laughter, surprise, even a few moments of silence, was unforgettable. It wasn't perfect, mistakes everywhere, but it worked. We'd made a movie. The flaws became part of its charm, and the joy of sharing it was worth every struggle. Creating something from nothing is life-changing. It gives you a sense of power and possibility you can't get any other way. You realize you don't need permission or a big budget, just an idea and determination. The tools are in your hands, and the only limit is your imagination. The pride in that is a superpower. It fuels you to keep going, to dream bigger, and to try again. So here's my message: stop waiting. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back from starting. Your first film will be messy, but you'll learn more from making it than from watching 1,000. Every mistake is a lesson, and every attempt brings you closer to your vision. Grab your phone, grab your friends, and shoot something. The best way to learn is by doing, and the world is waiting for your unique voice. Tell your story. The world needs it. Do the work. Don't be afraid to start small. Every great filmmaker began somewhere. And if you want more stories about doing the work, subscribe. Now go make something. Your journey starts today.